All right, we are on here. Guess what episode this is, guys?
40!
69.
Yeah, the big 40, not 69, Wilson. When we get to 69, we'll be over a year old, and we'll be able to party.
Yeah.
But
Shit.
Rock out with the cocks out.
dicks out for Harambe.
That's a
That
big
thing's
gorilla.
snug. It fits like a glove.
What's funny? This is a double X, by the way. But what's funny is that when I'm wearing it, the gorilla's face like protrudes out, so it looks like 3D almost.
It's like Harambe's coming right at you.
Yeah, Harambe's alive and well in my belly.
I wore mine yesterday to El Matate.
El Saudi.
Yep.
I saw that picture.
Yeah.
But now
I can't believe people allowed me to wear that in public.
Well, she loves you, Nick. Unlike the rest of us. But, so, we're on episode 40. I mean, I can't say we've accomplished much. Let's just be honest with it here. But I definitely know Sundays apparently are working out okay. We're giving some people some good advice, and occasionally some people some shitty advice.
Yeah, I swung and missed on the whole Darren Sproles thing this week.
I think everybody did. Like last week, Ryan Matthews did absolutely nothing. So, like, it's Darren Sproles' backfield, and then Ryan Matthews goes buck wild. So, really sucks dick, too, because I dropped him.
Yeah,
I tweeted out that no gif where it's like,
stupid. Hasn't done shit all season long.
it's his only week. I mean, he's not going to.
Oh, I know. But it's frustrating. You hold on to him for so long.
Fantasy's been this year. It's just been awful.
The only person that's been almost guaranteed has been DeMarco.
Melvin Gordon's pretty solid, too.
And Zeke. Gordon had, let me say that. Gordon had maybe one bad week, but he's at least done pretty well. 10 or plus points.
That's like Todd Gurley. Fuck Todd Gurley.
He's going to come back. Golf starting this week.
I hope he listens to this
Let's
right now.
talk about people we do not like right now. Jeff Fisher.
Nick Gordon.
Brock Osweiler.
Oh, he's awesome. He threw for 99 yards, 2 TDs, and 1. Who can do that? I did see. So you're saying Brock Osweiler sucks. You know, right now he's on pace to have the lowest yards per attempt or pass or completion in the modern era in a season.
You're just furthering my argument that he's a piece of shit.
How is that possible when you have fucking DeAndre Hopkins on the outside? Brian Hoyer threw it to DeAndre Hopkins, and he did well.
Who all was it? It was Brandon Whedon,
Case Keenum,
Savage,
Ryan Mallett.
There's a lot of them, man.
Look it up.
I'm so frustrated with Todd Gurley. Like,
yes.
I think a lot of people are.
Jarvis Landry is a bust.
Yeah. PPR machine went away.
I think Jarvis Landry's actually doing okay. It just depends what league you have.
No, he's not. I have him in the Bush League, and he doesn't do anything.
We have very low PPR in the Bush League. It's half point, right?
Is it a half point or is it a quarter point?
It's quarter.
It's low. I know it's low.
But still, I mean,
we are having wide receivers at a half point going for 40. Like, look what Odell Beckham would have done this week if it was a half point. What he did in a full point.
Jarvis Landry in this league that I have him in has got me over 10 points every week, but 2.
But what do you
no
those 2 weeks?
excuses, man.
6 both weeks. I think the big thing, Wilson, is that your opinion of him sucking is because he has 1 touchdown this year, and that's where you're going to get a lot of your points.
Right. That sucks. He's the only fucking wide receiver they have.
I'll take 10 points every week.
From a wide receiver.
But this isn't a PPR league, so have you guys – so last week we talked about Poop Story.
I've gone. I haven't had any close calls lately, so
Well, no, I was going to say, I actually, Nick, in your spirit, I did have a close call this week. Unfortunately, I had to hold my child while I was pooping. Actually, I had to feed my child while I was pooping.
Oh my God! Your poor child. You're in there taking a shit.
It was, yeah, and I can't.
Child is subjected to that.
Yeah. It was bad.
Just think if you're trying to eat dinner.
I'm trying to think what I ate that day.
Somebody's trying to feed you dinner in the bathroom while they're taking a shit. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Well, that brings me to
what's funny.
The thing is, I'll be pooping to the bathroom at work, and somebody will brush their teeth in there, and I'm like, "Who does this? I know. This is the dirty bathroom."
I just want to tell you, no joke, what my dad used to do with my brother. Whenever he knew it smelled bad, he'd literally force my brother to come in there and sit and have a conversation.
Oh my God, man!
Yeah, no wonder my brother turned out to be an asshole.
Bill's such a douche.
Well, like my dad's sitting there shitting.
Well, so your computer keeps clicking, but so your dad is taking your dad is taking a poop and like goes, "Hey, I don't know your brother's name, but hey,
Joe, come here, I gotta talk to you."
So how old was your brother? Like 15? Like you had to know better at some point.
In between 10 to 16-year-old. It happened for a while.
He actively would like just put up with that shit. There's a point in which I would just stand at the door and be like, "What do you want, Dad? I'm not coming in that.
Fuck yourself.
I'm not coming into that Warfield."
You had a lot of cheese today, Dad. I can smell it.
Oh my God! I knew Bill was
I don't know when bye week turned into Rain Man.
I really don't either. He's got to have nothing else to do.
He got tired of the put downs. He got tired of us calling him a moron.
He obviously doesn't listen to our podcast.
No joke. Like every time I call him now, it's not like, "Hey, how's it going? How's life?" It's like, "Oh, who should I start this week?" I was like, "Why are you going to ask me? I'm terrible."
Because I'm not going to listen to your advice, probably.
Does he know that we have a caricature named after him?
No.
You should totally make a league manager note in that league and just post. I gotta get Patrick to try to make a picture. I hadn't even thought about that.
Oh, by the way, I don't know if you guys have seen this beer. I know you've probably seen it up there. Check this out.
Where'd you get that from?
Is that poop?
It's called the Brown Note.
And that's a dude's ass that he's shitting out of like a tiny whities.
That's a brown ale.
Where the hell's that from?
Louisville, Kentucky. I just tweeted at him.
Oh my God.
It's highbrow beer.
I can't even remember what it's done, what happened, but like it was either I shit water on my couch or I walked to the bathroom.
Is this still the same story of why you were shitting your
it's still the same story. Because I just thought of it. I was like, I can't remember what I ate that day.
She literally had to.
I want to think it was like, hey, dude, whatever you can do for them not to cry, you will do. Many times I had this shit so bad that I've like drug her rocket play in there and rocked it as I was shitting.
Oh my God!
Like,
does Christy know you do this?
She's probably seen me do it.
At least, year, man.
She's probably seen me do it at least once.
Don't let anything get in the way of you feeding that child or rocking that baby to sleep.
I don't think she necessarily knows about me in my pants or feeding her on the toilet.
Has she ever made eye contact with you while all this is going on?
Just stares at you like, I'm become a stripper for this, Dad.
No, she has.
I'll get you back.
Andy makes her look the other way.
One day, you will look the other way. You will shut up. You will go to sleep, or I will put you to sleep. I don't know. You guys got any cool stories from the week? I mean, that was mine.
Just in general, just anything.
That was like a poop fiasco. Is what I had.
I liked our conversation earlier about candy bars.
Yeah.
So, what?
Can we put a poll up on Twitter about which is your least favorite candy bar?
Yeah.
If you had to get rid of one.
We'll throw that out there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm going to have diabetes if I don't not work there anymore.
Grimly.
And you work at, you make candy, or not you, but you work at a place that makes candy on a daily basis.
Yeah. Thank God it's not good candy.
Wow. Says the guy who just shoved like 30 Snickers in his mouth before the show started.
Yeah. That's if I worked in Albany where it's eaten.
You're talking about the factory, the plant you work at doesn't make good candy.
It's because I've had so many mints so far that I'm just tired of it. I don't want any more gummies. I don't want any more Altoids. The one candy that we only make it every 3 months. But we can't make enough, and it's just I'm tired of it. The spearmint mints, they're so good. So good.
I don't consider that candy, though.
It's confectionaries.
Oh, I don't even know what that means.
Look it
just
up.
Pounded sugar? Just pounded sugar?
Yeah.
Essentially.
Confectionaries are technically like Skittles, Starburst, and all that.
You have to take
Skittles
a class
is confectionery?
Yeah.
Do you have to take a class on confectionaries before you can hit the factory floor?
First day, you're like watching a cartoon of Candy Factory or something?
Oh, God. Did you see that meme the other day about Donald Trump watching
School of Rock? Yeah. Or what was it? It was, is that what it was called?
How a bill becomes a bill?
Or it's like how a bill becomes a law or something like that.
I'm just a bill sitting on Capitol Hill.
It was Schoolhouse Rock or something, yeah.
Yeah, Schoolhouse Rock.
I didn't get to watch any football this weekend.
What's Abby doing to you?
What about Monday?
Is that the Mexico City game?
No, like Monday night. Like well, if you want to be honest, I was drunk by 6 o'clock yesterday, so I did not watch any of that game last night.
It was all right. I mean, OBJ went crazy. That's about it.
The Bengals, they kind of look rough.
Yeah, dude, they're not good. I didn't realize they're only 3-5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
was the
rough.
Trevor Siemian had like 4 touchdown game against them.
So I saw the Packers got dump trucked.
Yeah.
And then the Broncos stepped out of bounds, but they still got a win.
They showed video again today where
he stepped out of bounds.
I'll show it to you. He didn't step out of bounds in the video I saw. Because there was one they used perfectly on the sidelines.
The same thing if friggin' Latavius Murray was taken off on a 90-yarder and that motherfucker was a yard outside and we have video evidence, I would still dispute it.
I will say, so the Broncos, they did exploit like one rule. So in the NFL, you can't necessarily hit the long snapper. However, that's to advance to block the kick. Like you can't touch the long snapper. If you're just standing there, you can shove him into the fucking ground. So what they had is they had another lineman standing there that shoved the long snapper into the ground while the player jumped over to block the kick.
Did they like DDT him?
Like literally, it's just like like back of the helmet concussion probably.
And then what else happened?
The Rams are you can't. The Rams won't lose if they don't score a touchdown, which is odd. They're like 3-1 or something when they don't score a touchdown.
Man, they suck.
How are they winning football games?
I have no idea. Maybe that.
What happened with Robert Quinn?
They beat the Jets that had Bryce Petty, and did he like score a touchdown or something like that? Or
if they did, they missed a field goal, but I don't think so.
We'll talk about missed field goals later in the this week's episode.
No, the surprising game to me was the Packers getting dump trucked.
Man,
they
what's going on with that damn offense, but they cannot move the ball.
That defense is terrible, too.
Man, that defense has been terrible for a while.
Yeah, they did throw a touchdown and missed the extra point.
So, they had Bryce Petty at quarterback, and they have to figure something out, man. They gotta let Hackenberg. Is he hurt right now or something?
They gonna play him. The only reason Petty even started though,
Petty.
Wasn't it Fitzpatrick had like a MCL sprain or something?
Yeah, something like that.
What about the Cowboys that keep rolling?
Dude, so they're talking about Zeke possibly winning the MVP award. I can't say he's going to win the MVP award when anybody can get plugged into that running back position and rush for 1,000 yards.
And how would it look if the MVP of the league
beats women?
Beats women.
I think he's not even. He most certainly right now has Rookie of the Year in his hands.
Yeah,
but I do think MVP for the moment is kind of Derek Carr's to lose.
I don't think so. I think it's Matt Ryan.
Matt Ryan. It'll be Julio before Matt Ryan.
No,
Matt Ryan will come back Player of the Year. That's for sure.
I can see that.
Tom Brady, what was his numbers the other day? He threw 2 picks, didn't
he? Yeah.
And he hadn't thrown a pick all season long?
That first one was bad.
No, he had thrown a pick before this year.
No, he hadn't.
No.
I thought he had already thrown one.
No.
No, his first one was – he was trying to throw deep and it came up like 10 yards short.
What got me is that he didn't throw a single damn touchdown.
I mean, like, Matt Ryan hasn't had a game like that yet, has he?
He had a pretty average game this week.
But, I mean, like, did he score a touchdown then?
I think fantasy-wise, I think he was, like, in the teens.
They played the Eagles, didn't they?
Yeah.
They lost.
Yes.
But, yeah, the Cowboys.
What's up with the Eagles?
They're not.
Like that Eagles
defense.
It's the defense, though, that is.
Their defense was good a few
surprising.
years ago, too.
Matt Ryan was average. I say that. He was 18 for 33, 200-something yards, and a touchdown.
Yeah. I mean,
I like saying, like,
this year.
Run of the mill on that. I was trying to click on him to see what his stats for the year were.
A lot of TDs.
Lots of yards.
You say that. He is 24.
Yes.
Just three more than he had all of last year.
Nick's right. I don't think it's going to be Derek Carr. I mean, I'm fine with it not being Derek Carr.
I think if they keep rolling like they are, if he has a repeat in the second half of the season that he did first half, there's a good chance that he is at least talked about heavily.
Oh, yeah.
What about
I'm not going to lie. I'm very nervous Monday of them coming off a bye. I don't know what it is. Like, they're coming off a huge game. They went into the bye, and I don't want them to get lulled into, a loss by the friggin' Texans, and their quarterback can't even throw for 100 yards on damn Jacksonville. So I just –
You mean
it's hard for me to lose that mindset being a Raiders fan of all the years before when you just expect them to do well. And then come game time, they just shit the bed, when they shouldn't. So.
They are playing the rocket of an arm, Osweiler.
This is a game Brock goes for 400 yards because we can't.
God. I'll kill him. I'm going to start Houston.
I'm going to start over Derek Carr. 312 yards and 7 touchdowns.
Yeah.
I'll win my fantasy week, but I'm sitting in the corner crying about it.
So what about the Redskins beating the Vikings?
Dude, did you see that thing the other day? It said, so far, no win November is going really well for the Vikings.
Man, what's happened to them? They lost the offensive lineman, and it's went downhill since then.
People don't fucking realize how much of a big deal that makes.
They have no run game. They have none.
Hey, you better shut your mouth. Tell my dog shut up.
They have no run game. Talking to his wife.
You better go to sleep before I put you to sleep. So, we're talking about a little bit about Brock. So, Brock's averaging 5.6 yards per an attempt right now.
What's Tom Brady at, like 14?
10. He is 9.85. Matt Ryan's 9.3. Dak's 8.3. I was trying to look last year because what it was saying is he's on pace to have the lowest one of a starting, like, actual starting quarterback in the modern era. And some of those on that list were, like, Bledsoe was really the only guy I even knew.
What about Trent Dilfer? Where was he on that list?
He never threw the ball, so it's probably 0. He never had an attempt, so it wouldn't really matter.
Shut up. Don't you talk bad about yourself over there.
Who told me?
He's talking about me.
He looks like
Yeah, he looks like Trent Dilfer. And I think he looks more like a Tim Hasselbeck instead of Trent Dilfer.
But I have facial hair, so it would be
like
Trent.
I think Trent Dilfer's a not as big of a bitch as Tim Hasselbeck.
Which one? What Hasselbeck was that said we want the ball and we're going to win against the Packers?
It was Matt.
It's Matt.
Yeah, that was Matt.
Okay.
The better brother.
God, that was so good.
He was also the guy that scrambled into the end zone and hurt his back in a playoff game or something like that, was out the rest of the game.
So I was going to write something up on this so we can put it on our website. Why do you guys feel the ratings are down?
Because officials, like, it never fails, man. Every game you watch, there's like one call that they just F up so bad in every single game, and it's just like, why the hell am I watching this, man?
Yeah.
There's obvious ones where it's really bad. I don't know. That's the thing. It's because there's something better on TV. Maybe it's just people are cutting the cord or something, and they're not watching on that, and they're just catching highlights. I mean, I'm really not sure. Like this year, I got NFL Sunday Ticket, but pretty much every Broncos game has been on primetime or on TV around here, so I've been able to watch it, so I haven't really used it. But I will say I've been in and out of not watching games a lot this year.
I have probably sat and watched, what are we in, week 10? 9? Week 9. We're in week 9.
No, we're week 10.
Yeah, right. This is week 10.
I've probably sat and watched a total of probably
week
4
10 just ended.
Football games.
Yeah, I watched about 3 or 4.
If I don't count Broncos games, I've watched 2. Actually sit down and watch the damn thing.
I didn't watch one fucking snap of the game Monday. I didn't watch one snap of the game Thursday.
Your favorite team, the Patriots?
I watched some of that. But even that, at halftime, I switched and started watching Dave Chappelle on Saturday Night Live.
Because you downloaded it or whatever?
Yeah, I recorded it. It's one of those things that was probably one of the better primetime games recently. It was on a primetime. Like, literally, no joke, they should not be on primetime. This whole every NFL team gets a primetime game is bullshit.
Just think if they did that, though, then the Raiders wouldn't have had a game all those years, though. So, I mean.
Yeah. Do they deserve a primetime game?
Hell no. But I'm saying that.
Why they played the first Monday night game, the second one.
At 10 o'clock.
Because nobody gave a fuck about it. I think that's a big thing, is that just the matchups, they're not exploiting good matchups. The fact that I have to watch, say, the Saints play Tampa instead of Dallas playing Seattle if they played at the same time, just because I live in this area that they assume I'd rather watch the Saints play, it's horseshit.
I do agree with that. Well, let's talk about fantasy a little bit now, unless y'all want to talk about either Jared Goff going to get killed this weekend or Blair Walsh getting cut today.
I really hope that Goff just comes out and tears it up.
You think he will? I think he's going to be scared to death.
I think he will too.
200.
I mean, I honestly think maybe Todd Gurley comes out and does well, but Goff is definitely going to throw a couple picks. And
where are they playing? Are they playing in Los Angeles or in Miami?
I don't know. Let me actually look and see who they're even playing.
It's Miami.
I heard a stat the other day. Miami is.
They're at LA. They're at LA.
I have home field advantage then.
Here's the thing, though, man. Like, think about all the quarterbacks that have just sucked under Jeff Fisher. I mean, the only decent one was Steve McNair.
God rest his soul.
And then from there, it was nothing but shit. Every single quarterback
had a winning record, though.
Sick. Yeah, but he wasn't like – he got by on athleticism a lot. You got to admit he did.
Still won
I know,
football
but
games.
like how many teams was Vince Young on? Remember, he was on the Eagles, the Bills, the Packers, wasn't he, for a little bit?
I'll power of Google. I'm gonna look it up. Titans, Eagles, Bills, Packers, Browns.
He was
He was only
I didn't know
off-season or practice squad member. Well, actually, he was only official regular season member on the Eagles and Titans. The rest of them were all off-season and practice squad.
So I mean, he didn't have it, man. You can only get by on.
He was like Tebow, but he just won games.
I know he's a gamer, but he's also crazy as shit.
Yeah, I think that's what killed him, actually, him being kind of crazy. Because his demise was when he disappeared on the Titans. Yeah,
and he threw his pads into the stands.
Yeah, threw his pads up. I looked it up, Nick. Trent Dilfer, where was it? Averages 6.5 over his career.
It's love for Trent.
Who do you think's the highest?
Brett Favre.
Nah, Otto Graham. The only person that's active in the league that's in the top 5 is Russell Wilson.
I can believe that.
And then in the top 10, you have Ben, Romo, and Aaron Rodgers.
Dude, what are the Cowboys going to do with Romo?
They're going to let him go at the end of the year.
Yeah, they're going to keep him. They're going to keep him for the year.
He's going to go to the Broncos or the Bears. Heard it here first.
He'll be at the Bears.
Draft bust.
He'll be at the Bears for sure.
Why wouldn't the Broncos win?
They won't. They wouldn't want to pay him what he needs or what he'd want. Just being honest. Hey, did y'all see that link today about Von Miller having a sex tape?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you Google it and try to find it?
Did you see the chick?
No.
Yeah, as you would expect, she's pretty hot. But regardless, like she wants $2.5 million or something like that not to distribute it.
You know what that means?
She's getting $2.5 million.
He's trying to hide it and kind of keep it shut. He has to have a small dick.
Maybe so. Maybe.
That or it's the size of my fucking arm. One of those two.
How do you think he gets so low to the ground?
Von Miller's anything but average.
Third leg.
Oh, God. So, saw also Christy Michael got released or waived.
Yeah, that's a little crazy.
Again.
I thought it was a while. He had to do something stupid.
They've cut him like 3 times now, haven't they? Or just this is only second time?
Nah, the Seahawks have cut him 3 times total, probably.
No, I think it's only twice. Didn't they cut him that one time, then he went to the
He got traded to
Cowboys.
the Cowboys, didn't he?
I thought he got cut.
Maybe so. But I thought he got cut again by them early in the year. They signed him back.
Is Fred Jackson still out there?
No.
No,
I don't
I
think
think
so.
he retired, didn't he?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he did.
Do you think so? There's definitely teams that need a running back. Do you think the Packers sign him? Just give him a flyer?
Maybe.
I know, man. Nothing else they've done works.
Yeah. I just don't understand how the Packers offense is so bad. Like I cannot fathom why they don't just go 4 wide with Montgomery standing next to Aaron Rodgers, or just let Aaron Rodgers say, "Go with your gut, go."
Well, I feel like part of it's chemistry there. Like something this year is off, whether like coaches or something like that forcing it, and there's just not that Packer mentality anymore.
I think
this year just looks bad.
Yeah, I think they're just it looks like they have no energy. It looks like they're just tired of the same old bullshit. I mean, It's the same Packers run game, non-existent. I mean, it's worse this year than I've seen it in a long time. And then old Jordy Nelson and Randall Cobb, just God knows what's happened to that dude. No tight end. Richard Rodgers, I saw him drop an easy ball Sunday. Jared Cook's been hurt. It's the same shit, man. Just wouldn't you be tired of that too?
I really would not be surprised if they fire Mike McCarthy after this year.
I don't know why they would, but it's just how the NFL is now, man. I think they're going to keep him though because he won him a Super Bowl.
With
Mike Shanahan won the Broncos 2 Super Bowls and still cut his ass.
Yeah, this is Broncos.
One Super Bowl with the best quarterback of our era right now. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, I definitely think they should have more.
That said that he literally runs one of the most simplest offenses in the NFL that people can literally just study it for a day and catch on to it.
Like looking at their record on here, the Titans are the one that I'm like, God, how'd you lose to them? But they lost to the Vikings, the Cowboys, the Falcons, and the Colts. Colts would be the second question mark, but still, it's like
who'd they beat?
Those are decent teams. The Bears, Lions, Jaguars, and Giants. Didn't beat the best teams, but still.
The Lions and Giants have winning records, though, don't they?
Yeah. The Lions actually lead the NFC North or whatever.
North.
And even down the stretch, their schedule is not that hard. Like their next games are Skins, Eagles, Texans, Seahawks, Bears, Vikings, Lions. I mean, they could squeak in still. They just got to pretty much almost win out.
They have almost a wide.
Man, I think that they're in a rut.
That division. So
points for that kind of.
Back.
Yeah, they don't have a running back. That might be what's hurting them.
I'd be done with Eddie Lacy after this year. I'd just cut his ass.
Yep.
He's still their leading rusher.
That's sad. That's so sad.
Pathetic.
It's bad. So talking about this stuff, who you got for the Penny Pitch Ray pickup of the week? For y'all.
Cameron Meredith. Alshon Jeffrey's going to be out 4 games. If Cameron Meredith is not owned, I mean, granted it's Jay Cutler throwing to him, but at this point in the year, you're trying to get any kind of pickups you can,
Makes sense.
That's going to definitely be like a fill-in for that. I'm throwing this out here, and we just talked about the team. Thomas Rawls, he's owned in less than half the leagues. He's supposed to be coming back this week. This week.
Half the league.
He's in ESPN. He's owned in 47% of the leagues.
He's been out all season.
I mean,
he played? Nobody owns him.
Look, he played the first 2 weeks, and then he left the second week out. So he's been trailing down. Only 4 people picked him up last week, 4% that is. If you got that first waiver wire claim, you better have his name on it.
I'd actually get Proceeds, man. I'd actually pick up CJ Proceeds or Proceeds, however you pronounce his last name.
I mean, he's there too. He is owned in 30% of leagues. And he is, in our league, Rawls and Proceeds are owned by the same person.
He sure is, or they sure are.
Yeah. By the guy who changed his team name this week to the Mike Evans Pussy Pounders.
I changed mine too.
I'm still rocking my team name. I haven't changed it yet.
I've just been having fun with it. It doesn't matter.
I'm going to go with Martellus Bennett.
That's a good one.
So what percent
he should be owned already?
What percent is he owned in, Nick?
Hold on, let me look this up real quick. I just had it. I've been bouncing around.
Well, I'm about to look right now. 73%.
72, yeah.
So,
even with Gronk in, you can start him. I don't know why he wouldn't be owned in all leagues.
He should really be almost I know that sounds crazy, like a handcuff for Gronk, but you could start, especially if you have that flex position where you could start 2.
And it's becoming that way for Jordan Reed and Andy's man crush. What's his name? Vernon Davis. Who is it?
Burning the big dick Davis.
Yeah. Andy was Googling his sex tape earlier.
Oh, it's not out yet.
It's with Colin Kaepernick.
I mean, you got Jack Doyle.
Doyle is really hit or miss, but for a bye week pickup, he's going to be okay. Like, he's a good start for a bye week. There's not much you can do.
And a good start for quarterback, I don't care what anybody says, is fucking Tyrod. Old T-Mobile, man, he's been pretty freaking solid.
He'll definitely get you a few points. Yeah, he's out there in a lot of leagues. Nick, are you looking at it? Does it say how many?
55.
Bye week, you couldn't do much better. I think one of the things that I did
too. If you got Matt Ryan and nobody on the bye, he's playing Cincinnati.
Yeah, so that's one thing. The buys this week are Denver, Atlanta, the Jets, and the Chargers. So if you have pretty much Matt Ryan or Phillip Rivers, you got somebody right there you can pick up. Also, looking at it, I don't know how many leagues Eli Manning's homed in, but I picked him up this week, and it was a good start because Derek was on a bye. Kirk Cousins is still out there in 60% or in 40% of the leagues.
Eli's owned in 74.8.
If you're feeling froggy or you just like shitty quarterbacks, you could also start Jared Goff. If you're just looking for that, you have no chance of winning, and you're looking for that boom or bust because he's going to be a bust, but he might be a boom.
As much as we dog him, Brock Osweiler's playing Oakland this week. So,
what is Jared Goff even projected this week? It's 0.
They still got Case Keenum.
Yeah, it says 0. What about the bye week bill drop? Of course, in my opinion, it might be Christy Michael right now.
Goddamn Todd Gurley.
Well, yeah, it has to be at this point.
Nick, I think Todd Gurley's like, let's trade the hell out of this person.
What about Will Fuller?
Will Fuller, it depends. If you're in a dynasty league or a keeper league, I'd hold on to Will Fuller and just stash him on your bench for the year. If you're not in those types of league and there's somebody out there like a Marvin Jones or somebody that actually is going to commit or do something, then I would drop him and try to pick him up. If you need a wide receiver, or just stash the best person on the waiver.
So something had to happen with Will Fuller because the first 4 games he went 16, 10, 3, 20.
He's been hurt.
In the last 5, he's got 4 points.
So he's been battling.
I shouldn't be talking about Brock.
He's been battling with a quad or a thigh injury since week 5 or 6. Because I haven't in majority of my leagues, so that's just how he's been.
Like we were talking about, Wilson, I really think he's probably what's taking a lot of the ball. Well, was taking a lot of the balls from old Nuke.
But I mean, what's the excuse now, though, man? You know what?
Now it just rocks.
I don't want to jinx it. I don't even want to talk about Osweiler.
Hey, man, he is an upstanding quarterback. He is really awesome.
He's a good guy. He's a good human being, man. Loves his wife. Good. I would assume that he's just a.
He doesn't like getting heckled when he orders a pizza at a place in Arizona.
He loves pizza.
So looking at it, Nick, Will Fuller this year has been out there on 70% of the snaps, and Hopkins has been out there 99% of the snaps.
And what are their stats compared to each other?
Yeah, that's not good. I'll pull it up. I got it on Pro Football Focus. Let's see here. This year, Hopkins has 480 and 3 touchdowns. And Will Fuller has 372 and 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, and basically hasn't played since week 4.
Pretty much. I will say Will Fuller's had 51 targets. Hopkins has only had 89, so not really that much of a differential between them.
Yeah, he's only caught 38.5% of his targets in week 10.
Old Jalen Strong.
They don't have anybody like Dumpsville. I mean, you could almost say anybody on the Jags I mean,
Do you pick up Marquise Lee?
How would you?
I don't know. I'm just thinking, like, if you need a wide receiver, he's got like 50 yards almost every week.
Surely you can find somebody better than that.
Yeah.
Like Dumpsville, when I'm thinking about it, I'm thinking I'm going to dump Travis Benjamin finally.
Yeah, I did that last week.
Just get rid of him. He's been hurt, so it's like just get him out of there. I would think about
he throws all over the place.
He does. He's been sharing it around, and he's got those 2 tight ends out there too. So
yeah, Sharkantrick West. If you picked him up, get him out of there because Spencer Ware took back over.
Yeah.
And then of course Blair Walsh.
Who else, man? What about the number 2s for
who?
For Pittsburgh? Like,
Eli Rogers.
Eli Rogers, and then Sammy Coates. I think I might have talked about Sammy Coates last week. I can't remember.
Yeah. Sammy Coates is only owned in 40% of leagues. He's been dropped 5% from last week. Yeah. I don't know.
What did Nick say about Blair Walsh?
Drop the hell out of it, man.
Pick him up. If he's out there, waste your number one pick on him. Do it. Right now.
Go for it. Today only. It is time to start stashing some people away. Playoffs shouldn't be too far away in most of these leagues. It'll be starting, week after Thanksgiving in most leagues?
Roughly.
Something like that.
We start ours a week early. The Bush League starts week 15, yeah.
Okay.
That way
so
it's like, because I know that one year we played week 17 and like
everybody was benched.
Yeah. Anybody with a high-powered offense, they're already in the playoffs, so they sat half the game.
Yeah. So sometimes I know Wilson and I were talking about that, but a lot of the trade stuff's over for a lot of leagues. I know my 22-star league, Thanksgiving Day is the last day for trades. I'm trying to think of anything else. I don't know. You guys got anything to add for this week?
That's it, man.
Yeah.
That's all I got. This is episode 40. Next week we'll be up to 41. I don't know. Do you guys want to do an episode on Monday while we're watching that Raiders game?
No.
I got to work Tuesday, so.
Okay. Well, that's it for this week. Look us up. What?
Sometime next week because I'm off all week after Tuesday.
Let me know. You know they flexed the Kansas City game for the Broncos, not this week, but next.
To what?
Sunday night.
See? Thank fucking God. I'd rather see 2 7-2 teams play each other.
Well,
the Browns play the Jags.
No, they moved the Pats game. I can't remember who the Pats were playing, but they moved
Miami?
it. Maybe. I'm not sure, but I just know they flexed it to Sunday night. But pretty much that's it for this week. Check us out on Twitter, FF Draft Bust. Give us some tweets on Sunday. I'll be manning the account, giving some ideas for sure because I think Nick works.
Nope. I'll blow it up too.
Well, so. Nick and I will be giving you nonstop gift boners all day.
Actual gifts of boners.
Yeah, gifts. And they're just going to be boners. Like coming American Eagles out of your dick.
Thanks, Cricket.
Yeah, that's a good joke. And then check our website, ffdraftbus.com, and iTunes and Google Play, Draft Bus Weekly Football Insight. That's it for the show. My co-host, got anything to add?
Nope.
Negative.
Catch you later, losers or winners. I don't know who won this weekend.